Welcome to this edition of The Roadie Reporter. I'll be your host for the segment, Mark Zaccaria. Rhode Island is known to have a few unsavory character traits. It can be an insider culture. We see brother-in-law deals and no-bid contracts more than we'd like. The Roadie Reporter is here to shake a fist at all of that and more. But there's also a sweet side to the Ocean State. Somehow, improbable things happen here, and regularly enough that when we hear of one, we all have a tendency to smile and shrug and think, I knew it all along. So, we'll get back to the outrage another time. For now, let's look at one of those fairy tales that could only happen here. International star of stage and screen Sophia Loren came to town a few weeks back. She's touring a one-woman show of reminiscence on her long career. There was a date at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. As a perk for the star and her small staff, the center arranged for a car and driver to collect them at the airport and to be at their disposal during the show's short run. That's how Cranston resident, ex-restaurateur, and current chauffeur Al Sacoccia came to see the film idol's face in his rearview mirror. Al would tell you he's just a guy. Okay, a guy who could speak a little Italian, and a guy of an age where the lady's name means something to him. The next thing Al Sacoccia would tell you, though, is that Sophia Loren is an open and interested person. He'd say she has an inquiring mind about all the intricacies of each place she visits. Al was particularly impressed with her willingness to take time out for a selfie with any fan who approached her. Obviously, he approached Ms. Loren with that same unassuming openness, because after a day and a half in the Providence area, she specifically asked for him to continue as her driver when the tour moved south. Their next stop was New York City. Of course, Al knew enough about the back streets of Manhattan to show his new friend around. Don't you? Before leaving for the trip, Al went to his kitchen to prepare a couple Italian specialties that would travel well and be easy to eat on the road. You'd have done the same. But I'm thinking, Al's calzone with rapini, pancetta, raisins, and Asiago is a bit better than yours. Just saying. According to Go Local Prov, Sophia Loren loved the dish. In short, they got along. By the time the little caravan got to Washington, D.C., they were all fast friends. By then, Al, whose given name is Alfred, was known as Fredo to his newfound friend from Italy. He told her stories about the nation's capital and used the fact that the car was a stretch to get her into positions and sightlines that average tourists don't see. Wouldn't you have done the same? Then, at Dulles Airport, he said goodbye with an imaginary kiss on each cheek and drove back to Cranston. Just like you would have. Hey, come on, that's nice, no? And like me, you knew all along it could only happen in Rhode Island.